I agree with that. I think that that was just a beautiful example of really just understanding where the future is going and being prepared for it. And Natalie, there was something that you talked about on what Bitcoin did that I wanted you to expound on that I found so interesting, which was kind of going in a different direction as far as being a thought leader, being in the public sphere, and talking about Bitcoin, because I think that projecting that narrative is super important for the way that people perceive this digital asset. And, why is it important to be a responsible thought leader in the Bitcoin space? And what can the Texas Blockchain Council do to arbitrage this through policy initiatives?
Well, anyone who's a public figure, from my point of view, has a kind of responsibility. You know, they've called forth an audience who is looking to them either to be educated or for a role model, someone to emulate, and so there's a certain standard of conduct and character that I would suggest anyone in the public eye should be held to. Um, as far as policy goes, it's it's very important to educate lawmakers, but for the most part, it's also important to keep in mind that these are reactive people by nature. Government is never first. Like, government doesn't innovate, government follows. And so what they're looking for is for Bitcoin to become an electoral issue for their voter base. So the moment that they become convinced that they can't win an election if they oppose Bitcoin is the moment they flip. And so it's fine. It's important to do that work, but it's also important to not rely on politicians to lead us. They're going to follow us, the people.
Damn, that was brilliant. I mean, there's not many people that can kind of like concisely put that kind of question or an answer to that question into a format that is so quickly digestible to the audience. So I wanted to thank you for that.